Good sized group for you. Elijah. Got senior safety Elijah Hicks and Coach Wilcox just said a few good things about you, so we'll let these guys ask you some questions. We'll go ahead and get started this time with Phil Robinson.
Hey Elijah, good to see you. So we've endured a turbulent offseason, and you've been very busy and outspoken with your community work. Why don't you take a second and tell us a little bit about that?
Uh, I'm sorry about that. You should say as far as charity work?
Yeah, charity, community work with the
Yeah.
social.
You know, this COVID era, this pandemic, we've all been hit by a surprise, and with so much time on my hands and me actually understanding what's happening in these low income communities, because that's where I come from. I just feel for these individuals, and I got time to give back and help, and I want to gather as much people as I can to kind of have that same mindset and to go out and help people. And the culture we have on our team is pretty easy to get guys together and go do that. So we just trying to use the best of our time and our opportunity. And so that's just a start. There's still a lot of things we still trying to do as far as helping people with the Intercept Poverty Foundation. So stay tuned.
Phil, any follow ups?
So having said that, so you are switching positions to safety. What does that move entail for you?
I'm switching to safety just to show that I could play multiple positions all over the field. And I'm having a lot of fun with it. Being able to play more aggressive, being down in the box, or even, playing in the slot against, Nico or whoever we play against. I feel like I'm blessed to have the talent to be able to guard those slots and still come up and hit people and play in the box with them big boys. So I've been doing my push-ups all pandemic long and stuff. So I think I'm ready.
Okay, Phil, are you good for now?
So just final question. So
Sure.
What do you like better, corner or safety?
I love it all. It don't matter.
Good answer.
All right, we'll move on to Jeff Frotto.
Hey, Elijah, just could you share with us sort of what the day one atmosphere was like? You guys would be about approaching halfway through your season in a normal circumstance, but you finally got to practice tonight. What was that like for you guys?
The defense, we gonna bring the juice, and offense, we trying to compete against them. So we trying to beat up on them as much as we can. We came out there with that energy. We trying to lock up and be perfect, but it's still a long process. It's first day, so there's still wrinkles and things that we need to figure out. But we just was all as a team just happy to be back and be back on the field and be able to do it safely. Our medical staff and our strength coaches and everybody has done a great job keeping us safe and with the protocols and testing that's going on. So we feel safe out there playing, and I'm just happy to be out there. It's definitely joy. It's definitely.
And are you?
Hey, Elijah, these guys didn't see it, but you didn't mention your interception today.
Yeah, I got an interception today. We just flying around. KD made a nice little pass breakup, and I caught it, and we started turning up after. So we just trying to have fun.
I'll take care of you.
Hey.
All right, Jeff, any follow ups?
Yeah, Elijah. I was going to ask, was this different than a first day of practice in the sense that you guys have waited so long? Did it feel like at last we get to do this and it's real?
Yeah, I remember during the individuals, it was like in the middle of practice, and I was talking to Chiggy and Josh. I'm like, we out here playing football. Like we really back out here. Like it feels good to be out here. And it was like, yeah, I know. It feels so long ago since we've been in this situation. But we just happy. We trying to make sure everybody's making good decisions. We texting each other, stay safe, do what you need to do, wear your mask, quarantine, all that. And so we just trying to stay right so we could keep this going.
Good deal. Thanks.
Okay, move on to Jim McGill.
Elijah, with your guy Cam back, that was kind of a pleasant surprise. What are your thoughts on having him back, and also how does that impact Josh? It sounded like Josh was going to slide into his spot. Is he sticking at nickel right now, or is he still working corner?
Yeah, as far as Cam go, if y'all know me and Cam relationship, I'm happy to have him back. That's my guy. We've been working together, doing the same routine since pretty much the last 2 years or so. And so, I'm happy to have him back, and it's just going to help us as a team. As far as where people going to be, we're a flexible unit. That specifically, I guess you could ask the coaches what they're thinking on that. But as far as us, we try to learn as much as possible so we all could be everywhere. And so I think that's kind of the mindset we have, is like wherever you think we fit best, that's where we're gonna be. And but as far as the specifics, I don't know. I mean, Josh could do it all, and Cam he's learning all kind of positions too, just so we could be flexible.
Okay, Jim, any follow-ups, Jim?
Yeah, just wanted to ask. It's really early, but do you have any sense at all from your workouts and talking with the guys about learning the playbook, what kind of changes and what the offense is going to look like that you're going to be facing in practice?
Yeah. Well, we had like 3 spring ball practices, and then we had the first practice today. So it's still kind of hard, but they had some nice wrinkles in there with the motions and shifts and stuff, and it really forces a safety to really be on their P's and Q's, understanding the defense and being able to tell line guys up and get into your spots. So I think it's I like going against it so far because it keeps you really got to think, you really got to be one step ahead, and I think it's going to make us better as a defense, and then also as an offense. I mean, they got so much they could do. It's just hard for a defense if they're not on their if they're not focused, if they're not paying attention to the right keys. It could be a really dangerous offense.
Okay, Rusty Simmons, anything for Elijah?
Yeah, Elijah, I was just going to ask about some of the stuff you've done during the offseason. It sounds like in a time when you could have taken a rest, you've decided to use your platform. Tell me about how you made that decision and how you chose the issue you wanted to go after.
Yeah. So it really just started with like me talking to my dad and about the pandemic and school shutting down and stuff like that. And when we was talking, he was like, "Yeah, I have like 10 siblings. If you guys didn't know, I got a lot of siblings, and like I got like 5 of them that's in like elementary school right now, and so 4 or 5, yeah, I think it's 5 of them, and so they was like they relied on these free reduced lunches and getting free lunch at the public schools." And so he's telling me like, yeah, they're not getting that no more, so it's gonna be a little tougher. He's looking into some government help and stuff like that, so he could manage the day-to-day food and stuff like that. And so I was just like, wow, like that's really a problem that probably not just my family is facing. It's probably like all kind of people going through this situation. So I was like, I want to do something to help families in this similar situation, and that's why it was kind of a food base when I partnered with No Kid Hungry, that charity. They were fantastic people. They worked with me, and we ended up raising over $60,000, and so it was a lot of families who benefited from that, and I was just happy to be a part of it. But we had a lot of support from fans, alumni, and people from other schools. So I'm just thankful to everybody who donated. It mean a lot because those families was able to benefit from it.
If I read right, that you raised that money over 2-3 days. Pretty
I raised
remarkable.
I raised quite a few over the first couple of days, but not all the 60,000. I can't remember how long it was, but it was. I mean, the money was coming in really fast. It was coming in really fast.
And tell me, I know that you're a man of means and want to do some great things. Is there something else on your plate? Is there something else that you're thinking about right now?
Yeah, you know what, COVID going on, and college students on campus is still struggling. I mean, I'm on Zoom class and I'm hearing the stories people are going through, and people being vulnerable, talking about their experience right now during COVID. And so I'm currently in the process of creating an emergency grant for so Intercept Poverty Emergency Grant. And what will happen is students on campus at UC Berkeley who need food or groceries or need to pay for their rent, they're going to be able to apply. And we're going to be able to give up to a $700 grant to these individuals who may need food. And so that's currently in the works right now. I'm a partner with Scholarship America, but you guys should be hearing more about that coming up soon. Intercept Poverty is still trying to help people. It's a big need out there.
And none of this makes any sense. But who's faster, you or Cam?
We both have, but I guess we gonna see when we do that combine at the NFL scouting combine. We both competitors now, so we gonna either whether we training with each other or not. I'm gonna be trying to run faster than him, and he is too. So that's my guy. But we gonna see, because obviously I want to run faster than him, and he trying to do the same thing. So we gonna see, and we for sure gonna talk mess after. So
Love it.
All right, Rusty, you good for now?
Perfect. Thanks, Kyle.
Okay, Jackson Moore.
Yeah, Elijah, Coach mentioned with the 75 players in a practice at a time that you guys are going through reps faster and just overall things are going a little bit quicker. Just do you see it more efficient as a player, what you're going through right now?
Shoot, for me, I don't, as far as how fast practice going and stuff, I don't really be tripping off that. Practice be going by fast for me all the time because I just be so zoned in and focused on my craft and trying to get better. And whatever period we in, that's what we in, and that's kind of just like how my mindset is. But if Coach said it was more efficient, then I'm pretty sure it was. I'm gonna go with that.
Okay, Jackson, any follow-ups?
No, thank you.
Okay, Jasper Sundin, any questions?
Yeah, real quick, you talked about like players talking to each other, telling each other, stay safe out there. What's the atmosphere been like with players, coaches, and staff around, like the safety precautions, the health concerns, opting in, opting out? What are some of the conversations y'all have had?
Yeah, pretty much it's just like I can speak for the DBs, and the DB room really is like, we just happy to be back, and we're like, whatever protocols y'all got and that's there, we gonna follow those rules to the fullest extent, and whatever we can't do, we not gonna do. And you tell us put our mask on when we on the sideline, not in team periods or whatever, that's what we gonna do. And it seemed like that's what most people are following around the team as well. So we just got to keep that up so we could just keep playing and staying healthy.
Absolutely. And if I could
go ahead, Jasper.
Sorry, Kyle. Like rewind for a second, taking back to like when you guys first found out you were going to be back, you're going to be practicing again and playing again. What was your first reaction there? What was that like?
I was like, one, I know they're not gonna put us out there if it's not safe. So I was already confident in the fact that we'll be out there and it'll be safe for us to play. And so I was really happy. I'm just like, man, I want to be out there. I've been putting in work during this whole pandemic. I've been putting in so much work, and with my guy Chiggy and so it's just a matter of time to showcase what we've been working for.
Okay, good, Jasper.
And then I actually have one more. Sorry.
Go for it.
What's the biggest difference you feel like between like this practice and your practices before the pandemic?
Nothing too much for me personally, because I'm always locked in on what I have to do, and if I'm in a drill, I'm locked into that drill. I'm trying to stay present. I'm trying to work on my technique, my craft, and so I'm looking at it the same. But maybe the coaches or maybe people who are watching, they have they can experience something different. But as far as like the water was probably the biggest thing. Was like we didn't have people spraying the water for us or giving us the water. We had to, be smart and go on the side, and when it was safe, 6 feet apart, grab our water and things like that. That was probably the noticeably different thing that we got used to quick, because we just adjusted, being flexible. So, but that was a difference.
Okay, Jasper, you good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Max Frankie, did you have any questions?
Yeah, Elijah. So there's been a bunch of preferred walk-ons this year, a bunch of new freshmen. Have any of those guys stood out to you so far?
Yeah, especially it's hard to pick one, but as far as the receivers, that's a talented group that just came in. They work real hard. I don't want to pick one person because they all have been doing a part, and at the same time, we've been working out in cohorts and stuff, like not too many people, so it's kind of hard. I wasn't in the groups with them, so it's hard to tell. But from seeing how they moving and how they were, you could tell that they certainly have some skills there.
Okay. Any follow-ups, Max?
Yeah. So how has the practice been? Would you say the morale is good? Players are getting along. How's the chemistry going into week 1 against Washington?
Yeah, we're fortunate enough. We got a lot of people back that's been on the team. Our offense, we got a lot of people back. And same kind of with the defense. We lost Weaver, Ashton, and Hawk, but we're going to miss those guys. But at the same time, we got a lot of people that's been around and have a lot of experience. So it doesn't fall off too much. And, we've been either working out with each other or been on Zoom or whatever, and it's not too much different. Our culture is still pretty good, and we can continue to get it better. Yeah.
Okay, I think Trace Travers, I think it would be our final guy in the first round, and then we'll see if anybody else has anything else.
Yeah, Elijah, I wanted to ask something that Jasper touched on with you. How kind of is the accountability of the team to make sure everybody follows through on the protocols? And, because we've seen it elsewhere where there have been outbreaks of COVID, and it's just a matter of accountability from you guys since you're not in a bubble. How have you guys kind of worked with that?
Yeah, well, we are, like I said earlier, we are texting each other, making sure each other is like staying safe and wearing our masks. And a lot of us aren't doing too much. We just staying at home and only going out to really get food and stuff like that. But we're really busy with school, so we're in the house a lot, or we either working out and training and stuff like that on campus. So our days are pretty packed, and but the whole time we want to play, so we understand the things we have to do, and so everybody just has that common idea and mindset. So, but at the same time, COVID is something that no one's mastered. Things happen, and hopefully they don't happen But if they do, we'll have to adjust and just go with whatever we dealt with.
Okay, Trace, any follow-ups?
No, that was fantastic. Thanks, Elijah.
Okay, we're gonna. You guys can ask a final question if you'd like. If you do want to ask one, put it in the chat. We'll start that with Phil Robinson.
Hey, so what type of coach is Coach Yates? I know that for the majority of your time here, you were under GA. So making that switch, and especially with COVID interrupting that, what's this first practice been like?
Well, we've been doing Zoom meetings with Coach Eds all through during the pandemic, and even before that, we had a couple of spring practices with him. And he got his own different style than GA, but the message still gets across, and we're learning a lot of things that the nuances of the game, and we're gonna keep developing. And as the season go, we're gonna continue to learn, and so. I'm just grateful to be here at Cal and just the whole defense in general. I'm thankful.
Okay, we'll move on in the chat. We had a request from Rusty.
Elijah, I've heard a bunch of stories about when you first arrived at Berkeley. Tell me what the truth is.
Like what do you mean by that?
There was some coaching changes, and I think you might have made a decision based on academics and some other stuff. But I'll let you tell me what the truth is.
I don't know what you mean by that. Well, whatever you've heard. I mean, I came in here. It was the coaches. That was something. The way you worded that question was like someone was lying, or you have like something that
I don't know anything, Elijah. I don't know anything.
Oh, I'm trying to think like if somebody out here lying on me, or I don't know. But no, I mean what you been hearing. It was a coaching change, and it was just a matter. I came here because of the academics and because of the type of school Cal was. And I was like, if I'm gonna go to the NFL, it doesn't really matter where I go. I feel like I have the work ethic, and I've been blessed with the talent to go to the next level. And I just really caring about academics, especially with my parents. It seemed like a no-brainer to come to Cal.
Rest, anything else we don't know that you do that you want to ask about?
The last thing I was going to ask about is we've been spoiled by watching Ashton and Jalen for the last 2 years at safety. Tell me what you're going to do at that position.
I guess we're going to have to wait and find out. I mean, I've been working real hard, but I'm excited to show. I'd rather just show with the play on the field.
Okay, Rusty, you good?
Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
Okay, Jasper Sundin, I think, had a final question.
Yeah, so you mentioned the conversation with Chiggy, some of the other DBs. You had an interception. Were there any moments at practice that just like stood out to you?
Well, we being a safety now, and me kind of like really understanding the defense during this pandemic that I've been studying real hard, and I feel like I got a good grasp of the defense. It's still a lot of things to learn, and with reps, and we'll continue to get better. But it was fun to be able to communicate and try to disguise things and try to trick Chase Garbers. And a couple of times I think we got him. And when we got on the sideline, we was continue to talk about it like, hey, like, look, so this time we're gonna act like we're showing too high, and you're gonna roll down late and things like that. And those things are really exciting for us because we've learned so much, and we've taken that next step as a defense, or especially secondary, to be able to have that mind game going on, and it just makes the game that much fun.
Okay, everybody good? Elijah, thanks a lot for your time, man. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, Elijah.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Thanks, man.
Okay.
Thank you.